Annabelle is 18. She is a popular YouTuber who vlogs about her tiny house. It's small, but it's hers, and she loves it.
Hey guys, so welcome to my tiny house. My name is Annabelle.
Downstairs, there's a living room, a bathroom, and a kitchen. The kitchen is small, but she can cook there and make tea.
I have knives here, I have cups up there.
This is her living and dining room space. Her sofa is big for such a small house. Right next to the door, there are some shelves. She doesn't have a lot of space, which means she only has things she really needs, like food, blankets, and clothes.
I have my clothes, and all the clothes that you see is all the clothes that I have.
These unusual stairs are a present from a YouTube friend.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There is one room upstairs. She calls it the loft.
That's mainly it. I have this window here, I have that window there. This one opens, that one doesn't.
Annabelle reads, watches TV, and spends time taking photos and making vlogs.
Part of why I wanted to build a tiny house was to really only keep what I wanted, what I really needed, what brought me happiness, what made me feel good, I guess.
In a small house, you have very little space. So you choose the things that make you feel at home, the things that make you happy.
In China, a lot of children want to be kung fu actors. They go to special schools. At the Shaolin Tagao school, there are thousands of boys and girls. They come from all over China. They have school lessons and kung fu training. They run, jump, kick, and fight. One of the students is Qiao Tiantian. She's 16 years old. The school day is long. The students work from 5 in the morning to 9:30 at night, 6 days a week.
We get one day off each week on a Sunday, but we can't go outside. We can only stay in the campus. We usually chat together, play cards, or watch TV.
In the morning, Chan Chan has normal lessons, maths, science, and geography. And in the afternoon and evening, she has kung fu training. She knows her lessons are important. She often goes to the school library because she loves reading.
I like to read articles about true people and real-life stories. I like to read the Reader's Digest in my spare time. My dream is to become a kung fu actress in the future.
Chan Chan often looks at the kung fu medals in the school. Her favorite kung fu actor is Jackie Chan. Who's the girl with the sword? It's Chan Chan. Kung Fu, of course, is a martial art. Some Kung Fu training is like dancing. It's very beautiful.
These pandas are in a panda sanctuary. At the sanctuary, people take care of baby pandas. When the pandas get big, they move from the sanctuary and live in the mountains. At the sanctuary, the young pandas drink milk. Panda mums clean the babies. And people weigh all the pandas.
1.3, very good, 1.3 kilos. Yes. That's very good.
To make sure they are all growing well. The babies usually go to bed at the same time. Sometimes it takes time to feel sleepy. Finally, they feel tired and fall asleep. These pandas are a little older. They are good friends. Today, they are having carrots for lunch.
Oh, you are absolutely gorgeous. So much bigger than the little ones. You want some carrots? No more carrots. No, you can't have any more. You can't.
Yes, I do.
Pandas need to move about. So chasing for carrots is good exercise.
Come on, Poppet. You're going to move around a bit. I've taken a panda for a walk. This is crazy.
They play with the helpers at the sanctuary. And they play with each other. When they play, they learn how to fight. And they often fall. It is important to learn to climb trees too. The pandas here learn lots, and they grow fast. One day, they will be ready to leave the sanctuary and go to live in the mountain forests of China.
The journey to school. We all know it. Most of us don't really think about it. It's easy, it's comfortable, it's fast, but not for everyone. Some children travel for hours in all kinds of weather to get to their schools. Monday, 5:30 in the morning. A Raramuri home in the Mexican Sierra. School starts at 9 o'clock. Teresa, Angela, and Philomena are almost ready. They go to school in the nearest village. It is 2 hours away on foot. Their journey to school is so difficult, they stay there all week and only come home on Friday. Vidal also takes 2 hours to get to school, and he does it every day. He gets there on a boat he made himself. Vidal lives with his family on a floating island on Lake Titicaca in Peru. On the other side of the world, Sayana is just about to leave the house. She lives in Oymyakon, a small town in Siberia. It's the coldest village in the world. For Sayana, the cold is what makes her journey to school so difficult. It is minus 50 degrees outside. Sayana and her brother and sister walk 1 kilometer to the bus stop. There, they wait. But in this extreme cold, the road is dangerous for the school bus. Today, it's stuck in the snow. On Lake Titicaca, Vidal is far from home now. He has to be careful. It's very windy, and it's easy to get lost. But Vidal knows the lake well. He does this twice a day. Once on his way to school, and once more on his way home. Teresa, Angela, and Philomena stop for a drink of water. They are near the school now, but first they must climb 300 meters on a very difficult path. Back in Siberia, Sayana is nervous. The bus is 15 minutes late. Finally, the bus arrives and Sayana can get warm. After long and difficult journeys, all the children get to school. They are happy to see their friends and happy to start their classes.
Welcome to the Ice Cream Museum. A very special kind of museum. At the Ice Cream Museum, you don't learn about ice cream.
You will leave having learned nothing about ice cream.
But there is a lot to see and do. You can taste some ice cream. You can play on a swing. Or use the whipped cream cans to play a game. You can eat sweets. And take photos of giant gummy bears.
You can get lost in bananas and you can go swimming in a sprinkle-filled swimming pool. So it's the kind of thing you put on Instagram and your friends say, "What's that?" and they want to go check it out.
You have to go for a swim in the sprinkle pool, a swimming pool full of sugar sprinkles. Everyone loves it.
They just have so many fun ideas. Who would have thought of a sprinkle pool? But it's like the most popular attraction here. And it's really fun.
Hi, welcome. Would you like some mochi?
Have another snack and take another photo.
I'm gonna post the photos on Instagram, and I really like this museum because of the color theme. It's all pink and pastel colors, and the ice cream is actually really good.
Before you leave, have a little more ice cream. This time, try peach. This museum is definitely fun and delicious. But is it really a museum or something else?
In the American TV series Frontier House, 3 families travelled back to 1883. The Clune family moved from their home in California to a log cabin. Life was very different. The 2 girls, Anya and her cousin Tracy, worked in the field, while Anya's brother Justin was busy with their father. Erin Patton was on her family's farm too. She worked with the cows and she was happy. Her brother Logan looked after animals and carried water. His life back home was very different.
My only friend here is work.
In the 1880s, life in the countryside wasn't easy. Farm animals and sharp tools were dangerous, and wild animals were dangerous too, like bears.
I see it.
The Frontier House School was a long way from the children's homes. They walked to school because there weren't any buses or cars. In the 1880s, some teachers were very young, only 15 or 16. They often lived in the school. There were some books, but there wasn't a library. All the students were in one classroom. They were at school for 5 months of the year. But a lot of children didn't go to school. They stayed on the farms. They worked and helped their parents.
This is Zion. Zion is an 8-year-old skateboarder.
My full name is Zion Gabriel Epps, and I love skateboarding because it's the best thing in the world.
Zion practices skateboarding all the time.
I skate all day, every day, wherever I go.
Zion may only be 8 years old, but he has already been skateboarding for 5 years. When Zion was 3 years old, his dad, Richie, took him to a skate park. At the skate park, they met a professional skateboarder called Danny Fuenzalida.
They showed up at Grand Central. It was a public skate park. And Richie came up, and he was looking for someone to help teach his son to skate. So I was like, man, this kid's awesome. Like, I told him, I was like, if you ever want, I'll do a class with you, no problem. I've taught him for, I don't know, 2.5 years. Now we're just skate buddies.
Danny was Zion's teacher for a while. But now Zion is so good, he doesn't need lessons anymore. So, Danny and Zion are just skate buddies. They skate together for fun and try out new tricks.
My favorite thing about skateboarding is I get to learn new tricks all the time. I get to do them, perfect them. I'll be happy when I land them.
Zion wins a lot of skateboard competitions.
This year I've won like 4 competitions in a row. Sometimes it was like, I'll just skate competitions for fun, but I usually want to win.
Zion has 5 brothers and sisters, and his youngest brother, Jax, also loves skateboarding. Jax is only 2 years old. The boys skateboard everywhere, even in the house. Richie thinks his son's skateboarding is a good thing because it means they are doing an outdoor activity.
Nowadays, most kids are not doing anything outdoor. Most kids are sitting inside on a computer, on their phone.
And Danny thinks that if Zion continues to practice, one day his hobby might also be his full-time job.
I have no doubt in my mind that Zion will be a professional if he continues skating.
But Zion is only 8 years old, so he doesn't think much about the future. He just loves to skate.
I want to continue skateboarding for the rest of my life.
This is the Van Ness family. They are famous for one big thing. They are the tallest family in Britain. Miriam is 5 feet 11 inches tall. Her husband Frank is even taller, 6 feet 10 inches. Being tall runs in the family.
My grandparents were tall. My parents weren't that tall, but it was pretty obvious that Miriam and I were going to have tall kids.
The Van Ness children, Naomi, Franklin, Lucas, and Vincent, are all much taller than their friends. Sometimes people watch as they walk by. You don't see a family as tall as this every day. But with a family this big, how do you find a house the right size? You build one. Everything here is bigger. And every room in the house is higher, from the bedrooms to the kitchen.
Normal kitchens are about 4 inches lower.
The kitchen has to be big. From cereal to milk and bananas, the family eat a lot.
I usually have to eat every hour, at least.
They have to buy food twice a week. The family's clothes are bigger too.
And here's some jeans. And they're quite long, as you can see.
Finding good clothes can be hard when you're tall.
It is hard to find clothes which are for my age and my height, because like there's not very many people who are the same height as me and 11.
Everyone has something that makes them different. Taller, smaller, good at sport, or mad about gaming. Whatever it is, finding other people who are like you is great. And it's even better if you're in the same family.
It's an exciting new day at survival school. A 12-day challenge. 10 children between the ages of 12 and 15 have to survive in nature. For 12 days, they are going to have no mobile phones, no home-cooked food, and no warm beds to sleep in. But they do have all the ingredients for a fun adventure. It's day 7 at survival school and time for a new challenge. But after a rainy night, they wake up to a wet morning and some bad news. 2 of the team members are ill. Callum has a stomachache and was sick during the night. Abigail has a cold. Also, Jasmine has twisted her ankle. The 3 of them will have to stay at camp if they want to get better. The rest of the team are not happy about the news.
We're all tired and sad.
But breakfast is over and it's time to go.
Okay guys, ready to move?
Yeah.
We move fast today because it's wet and cold. Come on, let's go.
Facing the new challenge without their friends will be hard. But the team is ready and on their way. Today, they are going to build a raft, get across a lake, and climb up to safe ground. They're going to do it in 2 teams, boys against girls. Let the competition begin.
Go! Come on! Go, go.
Run! With 2 girls ill, there are only 3 in the girls' team. The 4 boys grab most of the plastic barrels, which they need for the raft to float.
No! What are you doing?
Those boys are selfish. Lauren! Yeah? Calm down, we need to start building it. The boys are ahead of us. This is like for the middle, and these 4 are like for the upper, like the 4 corners.
Time is up and the race begins. But the boys didn't tie the knots very well, and their raft quickly falls apart. They have to swim to the other side in the cold water.
Well done, teams!
Oh, almost!
The girls are first, winning the first part of the competition.
You did it, guys, well done.
The boys are tired and wet, but they get to the other side too. Now, 1 boy and 1 girl must face the second part of the challenge. Jamie and Lauren are going to climb up the 15-metre ladder. The winner gets a point for their team. This time, Jamie is first.
Oh, my arms.
The day did not start well. But after some team fun, the boys and girls are happy and ready for whatever comes next. you.